Roger Holmes, the head football coach of the Dublin Fighting Irish, is with us. Coach, last year, not the typical Dublin season, and you were replacing a lot of people from that 2020 team. So, I mean, we knew it could be a kind of a transition year for you, but 6-5 with a tough 2-point loss there in the first round of the playoffs. Just give us your thoughts looking back on 2020.
We didn't finish. Not to make excuses. COVID hit our football team really, really hard in our school system. Thought we won it in 2019. We'd go out like everybody in March. We'd come back the next year after replacing 19 starters. Brooks County beat us in the playoffs that year in the second round. We'd beaten them the year before for the state championship. But during that second year, all of our student athletes had the ability, or students, period, to stay virtual or be at school. Unfortunately, football players, a lot of them stayed virtual. So we kind of lost another weight room. We lost 3 tough ball games last year, all within the last minute of the game. And we gave up an astronomical number of points compared to what Dublin football usually is. And so we've made some changes, trying to get some things right and see if we can put together a better year.
All right, real quick, one of those changes is bringing in Joel Ingram, the former head coach of Washington County, who had a great run in Sandersville with the Golden Hawks, to really compliment you and your staff. How will that help your program this year?
Joel does a great job in anything that he does. He's really been a tremendous asset from the beginning in our weight program. We also brought in a former Clemson national champion, a guy named Scott Pagano, who is a starting D lineman over there. And he's in our weight room with us. So we brought in 4 or 5 new coaches. Joe Stubbs has assumed the role as our defensive coordinators. We made a change there. So we're excited about what they bring to the table. And Joel's working with offensive line, and then another middle Georgia veteran, a young man named Keaton Wilson, who coached several years up at Jefferson County, is in here with us too. So we're excited about the group of men we got leading these kids, and think that we've got a great nucleus for a staff.
Joel's nuts about that workout. He's up every morning at 5 o'clock. So there's no doubt he's going to lead that workout program very well. All right. In our next report with Coach Holmes, we'll talk about the Fighting Irish offense for 2022. Back with Roger Holmes, the longtime coach of Dublin. I believe you're 21 for Coach Holmes. And let's talk about your offense. First of all, you have a returning quarterback, Jacarius Evans, who played for you last year. How much does that help, especially, Coach, because you've lost 3 running backs from last year? You guys had a lot of rushing yards. What does it mean to have that quarterback back, though?
Well, I think the confidence it exudes in our whole team, and the feeling of understanding what I'm thinking and what we want to do has definitely been a plus. And we're replacing, like you said, all 3 running backs. Well, that could be tough, but what comes first, the chicken or the egg? You know, what do you rather have, great offensive line and average backs, or vice versa? I don't know the answer to that, but I do know that we're returning most of our offensive linemen. We've got 2 college prospects playing offensive guard for us, and that's Dez Gilbert and Ramonte Doherty. And then our centers returning a 6'5", 290-pound junior, and Nasir Johnson, and then our right tackle's back. So we've got a great nucleus there to block for those learning backs as they're trying to catch up with where they need to be.
You're right. It's always a trick when I talk to all the coaches. Some will lose their skill players from last year, some the offensive line. It's like, all right, what's better going into a new year? How about your defense for this year, Coach, real quick?
Defensively, again, those 2 kids I mentioned, Ramonte Doherty and Desmond Gilbert, anchor our defense and defensive end. Trey Baldwin is returning at free safety and doing a great job for us back there, along with Jacarius Evans. So we've got a nucleus back, but we've got a long way to go. And any small school, depth is the thing that really is going to catch up.
Oh, no question about that. Dublin also in a new region. We'll see how they do. We're always excited to see how the Fighting Irish do at the Shamrock Bowl. Coach, always great to have you on with us. Thank you very much, and good luck this season.
Thanks, Bill.